Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about LinkedIn. I'm going to talk about what it is, what it's useful for, and how to create your own account. So LinkedIn is a social media platform that is for people who want to create a professional online presence, and it's really useful for people who want to create a portfolio of work and who want to connect with other people in the field of work that they're interested in. So it's a good way to present yourself to potential employers and other people who you might be interested in working with in the future. It just creates a great place for you to put your work history and any accomplishments that you may have that employers would be looking for when they look at your resume. So if you haven't created a LinkedIn account before, the first thing that you'll want to do is go to their website, linkedin.com, and you'll see that there are two options on the right, Join Now or Sign In. So you'll want to click on Join Now if you don't already have an account. And you'll click on that and it will prompt you to put your email and password in. So this will just be putting in your email that you prefer and creating a new password because you don't have an account. So for today's example, I'm going to be using the Career Services Gmail and Laker Louie for creating the profile. So after you put in your email and password, it'll prompt you to put in your first name and last name. So I'm going to use Laker Louie. And it'll do a security verification, so it'll give you a puzzle to complete. You'll click on the image that is the correct way up, which in this case is this picture here. And then it will give you a number of questions. So where's your location? For Laker Louie, it would be Mattoon, Illinois. Click Next. And you could put your job title in if you're currently working, or you can click on I'm a student. I'm going to choose I'm a student. And then you'll put in the college that you're attending. So Lakeland College. And the start year, I'm going to put in 2024 and end year as 2025. And then you'll have to select that you're over 16. And then you'll click Continue. And it will send you a code to the email address that you used to sign in. So you'll input that code and it will take you to the next slide, which is, are you looking for a job? And you can click whichever one applies to you. I'm going to click on, yes, I'm actively looking for a new job. And next. And what kind of job are you looking for? I'm going to type student internship. And then job locations, Illinois, United States. And you can click I'm open to remote work if you're open to that. Otherwise, you'll click Next. And then you have the option to get notified when new jobs are posted. LinkedIn is great for finding new jobs. And if you choose to get notified, it will let you know immediately as soon as a job opens up for the position that you were interested in. And then you have the option to share your profile with recruiters. And you click Next. And then it'll give you the option to download the app. So you can use your phone and scan the QR code and download it on your phone. That can be very useful. And then you'll click Next. And the next page that it'll show is connections. These are people who may have gone to the same college or in the same area as you, and you can connect with them and build your network that way. And I'm going to skip this for now, but if you know anyone, you can search for them using the search bar, or you can scroll through the options that it gives you automatically and connect with people that way. So after that, it will show up with your jobs page. I like to switch to the home page to view my feed. And right over here on the left, it'll say your name. In this case, it says Laker Louie. And you can go ahead and click on the name and it will pull up your profile. So at the top of your profile, you will see an option for adding a profile photo. You'll go ahead and click here. And you can either use your camera to take a selfie or you can upload a photo. It's usually a better idea to upload a photo of yourself. It's just higher quality and looks a little bit more professional. And then you'll navigate to wherever your photo is. I have a picture of Laker Louie here, so I will go ahead and use that. And you can adjust the photo however you want and click Save. It may take a little bit for your photo to upload depending on how large the file is, but it usually doesn't take too long. And then you have the option to upload a background photo also. And it works basically the same as the profile photo. You'll click on the little camera icon, add a cover image, and you can choose one of their options here. I'm going to go ahead and pick this background and save that. And it'll automatically add that as your background photo. Another important part of your LinkedIn profile is the summary or about section. And to edit that, you will go to Add Profile section right underneath your profile photo. And you'll see that there's a number of different sections that you can add to your profile. And at the top it says Add About. You'll go ahead and click on that. And you can add whatever you want here, but basically it's to tell everyone a little bit about yourself. What is it that you do? What are your experiences? But keep it short. It's basically a highlight of your work and what your experience is and what you do. So another part of your profile that is very useful on LinkedIn is your headline. So right now it says student at Lakeland College because I put that in when I was creating the account. But it's useful to create something a little bit more specific, and usually that's your job title. So you'll come over here to where it has the little pen, and you'll click on that, and it will pull up your first name, your last name, any additional names. You have the option to add your pronouns, and then if you keep scrolling down, you'll see the spot where it says headline. And it says student at Lakeland College, but you can change that to whatever you want. I'm going to put in the Lakeland College mascot because that's what Laker Louie is. And then you can add any new positions that you have. And then if you scroll down from there, you'll see current position, education, location. You can edit any of those things from this edit button. And you can also add in contact information. So if you want to put in a website or your phone number or email, you can add all of that. One thing I will note is that once you edit your headline, you will need to add an industry. It will require that if you edit your profile. And so I'm going to put in education, but whatever industry that you're focusing on for work, that would be what you would want to put in there. And then you'll go ahead and save. And it'll prompt you to verify your account. You don't have to, but if you'd like to add some credibility to your profile, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to skip that for now and say no thanks. The last thing that I'm going to cover in this video is how to build your network using LinkedIn. So at the top of the page, it says Home and then My Network. You'll want to click on My Network. So you can scroll through the options that they have and connect with anyone you know through the network page without searching. Or you can go ahead and click on the search bar over on the left, and you can type in the name of anyone that you know. So I'm going to use the Director of Career Services, Tina Moore, as an example. And you can go ahead and type in the name and search. And sometimes it doesn't show all of the people right away, so you'll have to click on See More and scroll down a little bit. This is Tina Moore, and you can click on Connect. And you can either add a note or send without a note. I'm going to send without a note for this example, but in a later video, I'll discuss how to create a note to send to connections. That way it's a little bit more personalized and professional. And then it will say pending, and it will send them a notification that you wanted to connect and that you sent a request. And once they accept, you will see them when you click on My Network. They'll show up in your connections page over to the left. As you invite more people to connect, that list will grow and it'll help you build your network and find potential jobs. So that is all for today on LinkedIn. Again, it is a very useful social media platform. You want to keep it professional, and I encourage you to explore it a little bit on your own. In the next video, I'll be going over how to add different sections to your profile and make it stand out and look more professional, and how to build a portfolio through LinkedIn.